This is slightly crooked. I think this chair is slightly crooked. I just figured that out. I'm not sure what happened. Let me check that out. Hey, thanks for joining us on YouTube. What are you doing here? Oh, across the line, and my stick is shorter than. Hi everybody, I'm Brian Adams. Hey, this is part of my vlog in October, but also this is the hand that we're working on. This is the second part of my hand prop for your PVC skeleton to help you out be able to put your clothes on it and, you know, hang your laundry out after you've washed them. They'll air out overnight, and all you have to do is take them back off, which might slow you down a little bit. No, that's not a good idea. Okay, hey, I got an idea. We'll use this PVC piping for skeleton for your Halloween prop. There you go. Hey, let's take a look at the video this week. I'm going to take this tape, the masking tape or painter's tape. I'm going to tear off a piece like this, kind of fold it over, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to take it and put it inside the tube here. Once it's inside, I'm going to take and smoothen it out. You can see it right in there. Smoothen that out on both of them, and then I'm going to put a layer, probably about 1/8 of an inch thick of epoxy in there. Put the epoxy down in there. I did this on both of them, and when I did this, you make sure that you get a good seal around the edge of the PVC there, and then what you do is you go and you wipe it out with a napkin. You know, take the majority of it off with like a teriyaki stick, and then wipe it out with a napkin. Because don't forget, this has got to fit onto the PVC pipe, so it's got to be clean. But we just want to close that door up so that we could fill this with fiberglass resin when we put the rods in. Show you anyway. What I did was I took off each one of the fingers, and then I marked the tape with an R or a L for left and right hand, and each one of them I just kind of put a dot for whichever finger it was so that I know where they go. Okay, so what I've done is I have cut teriyaki sticks and put them to separate each one. I put a little bit of glue, wood glue, to hold those in place so that I can get my epoxy on there. I also cut this off by I actually cut this off by 1/4 of an inch too low, so I recut it, straightened this part out, and then bent it here. So now we're ready to move to the next step. So there we have the right and the left sitting right next to each other. Alright, now you can see right along the knuckles there, I have applied epoxy to each one of the fingers and the teriyaki stick. Now we went ahead and did is bend these. This is the first from here to here is 1 3/8. From here to here it's 1 5/8. From here to here it's 1 1/8, and then it's 7/8 at the bottom. That's going to be our thumb, but we're waiting for the epoxy to dry, which is on the opposite side now. This I want to fiberglass at least the bottom right now. Eventually I'm going to fiberglass the whole part here. So what I'm going to do is I put masking tape, blue masking tape, painter's tape, around the bottom of it. First going, one piece going across, and then one I wrapped around on both of these, because I want to get at least a little bit, 1/8 of an inch of fiberglass to put a cap on it, so that the fiberglass doesn't pour out, so that I can go ahead and fill it up as needed, if I want to do, like sections And I want to keep it open on this because I'm going to be adding a thumb. Doing is you're looking for 3 possible areas that could leak. You basically want to make sure that it doesn't come out of the bottom. You want to make sure it doesn't come out of the side of the wall. And you want to make sure it doesn't come out of the little hole where your metal rods are coming out of. You probably can't see the fiberglass down there. It's too dark of looking down in the hole. But one other quick note that I wanted to make while this is drying is you'll know when it's done or when it's working to be done, because the area that has the epoxy, the area that has the fiberglass, it will start heating up like an oven. Probably get like 100+ degrees that you'll feel. So you might feel the metal get hot from the heat. I'm not sure if that's enough to generate to come out, but it gets hot when the fiberglass resin is curing. I'm pouring a little bit of resin at a time to get it different layers, so I don't do it all at once. And I've actually set up how the thumbs are going to be. I have these little potting things, and they have a little hole there to hold that into place. And then I set them right where I wanted them to line up as far as how I wanted the thumb to be on those. And so when this fiberglass set, you can kind of see it down in there. When that dries, I will come in and pour some more fiberglass resin and lock those in place. Okay, so now you can see I put the fiberglass resin in there, kind of filled it to the brim on both of those, and no leaks, which is good, and no leaks out of the front, so those were all cut perfect. Okay, so I'm going to give you a quick look. This is what the hands look like on. Give you kind of an idea how that looks there. There's the back side. There's the fiberglass resin you can see holding it all together. The other side. Works out pretty good, huh? So I wanted to show you this hand. Now this hand was actually done the same way. It's the metal rod, but it was bent in a different position. And it was actually bent so the fingers came down. And then I used a foam padding. I'll show you that in a minute. You could also use like a bubble wrap like this here, this type of material. Put that around the fingers, and I use like a thread to hold it in place around there. But I never actually used the bubble wrap. So if that works for you, let me know. What I did use, let me show you. This hand was actually done 20 years ago, but it worked, and it's really strong, and it holds. So what you want to get is what they call high density foam. Comes like this. Or like this here you can use. There's different thicknesses. Well, what I originally used was a egg crate foam, which is a high density foam. And if you like what you saw today, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that button. Hit the button. The reason that everyone asked, if you haven't clued in yet, the reason that everyone asked for you to hit the like button is because then that lets YouTube know, hey, there's people interested in this video. Because when you go and click on a video and you watch it, and then you just go, oh yeah, that's pretty good, and then you click out of it, what happens is they see there's a view, and they know there's a duration of a length of time that you're watching it. But basically what it comes down to is they're looking for how many likes, and so are the people who put the and so are the people that put the commercials on. They're looking for, well, how many likes does this person have? And if they don't have likes, then they don't want to put their commercial on. And if I don't get a commercial and no one watches it, then I don't get paid. So anyway, don't forget to hit that like up button and subscribe if you like what you're seeing, and we'll see you next time. So long, everybody. I think I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.